Overflows.
Emotional healing and sky dancing tantra. Emotional wounds cannot be healed merely by focusing on the past. The results are limited if we focus only on the past. Focusing on the past may help, but has limited results. Remember, without discovering the cause of the problem, healing cannot begin or happen. Although it can bring about healing to some extent, but cannot remove the cause completely. However, quite often it promotes a sort of fascination with the problematic. Furthermore, when the focus obsessively on our problems and pain, we verily overlook the hidden ecstatic potential within us. And these remain unrecognized and unacknowledged. As a result, our lives are empty of a sacred and joyous dimension. Life appears problematic rather than ecstatic, more a puzzle to be solved than a pleasure or a joy to be cultivated. When there is no ecstasy or fulfillment in life, one feels existential or psychological pain of various dimensions and nature. In fact, this pain caused by the absence of ecstasy, it is felt because you are cut off from your being, the source of life. On the other hand, cultivating ecstatic state of consciousness and learning how to integrate them into our lives can help profoundly in the healing process. Margot Anand, a French thinker and writer, developed sky dancing tantra as a holistic spiritual practice that integrates ancient tantric teachings with modern psychology, meditation, and yoga. It emphasizes the union of opposites. Such is the divine nature of the individual and the transformative power of sexual energy. Margot explained sky dancing tantra aims to awaken ecstatic potential and vital power for a life based on love, sensuality, and spirituality. She says, over the years, all that I had discovered coalesced within me into a new shape and meaning. I called the accumulation of knowledge and the ritual practices I had developed over many years, sky dancing, the path to bliss. This path came to me as a revolution rather than a tradition. This is how it happens. When intuition begins to function, many things are revealed to you. Whatever I am explaining or will explain as insights into life of bliss is a revelation from within. Margot based her sky dancing tantra on the teachings of 8th century Tibet when Yeshi Sogyal, the consort of Tibetan Buddhist Padmasambhav, she was called the sky dancer. Together, Yeshi Sogyal and Padmasambhav developed tantric techniques of union of opposites as process of transformation. Padmasambhav and Yeshi Sogyal are considered as the central figures in Tibetan Buddhism. Padmasambhav is also known as Guru Rinpoche, and he is revered as the founder of Tibetan Buddhism, while Yeshi Sogyal is celebrated as the primary consort and a highly realized and evolved female practitioner. She is considered the mother of Tibetan Buddhism. Yeshi is the foremost disciple and the consort of Yesh Padmasambhav, and together they establish and help in preserving the Nyangma lineage. Originally, the sky dancers were wild, free, yet ecstatic dakinis. This is the word used in both Hinduism and Buddhism, particularly in Tibetan Buddhism. A dakini is a female spirit or deity associated with wisdom, energy, and movement. They are often described as sky goers or sky dancers. Dakini embodies the concept of infinite spaciousness and the movement of the energy. It is a concept, an understanding of infinite spaciousness that is within us and surrounds us. And we feel we are part of this. We realize that we are part of this spaciousness and the movement of energy. Dakinis are also messengers of wisdom and can be seen as guardians of unconditioned states, also called feminine Buddhas or female awakeners. The word Dakini means women who dances in space. A woman who dances in space. Sometimes during the realization as the energy moves, one feels that he or she is surrounded by infinite particles, and these particles are like infinite cells. They are floating in space, and sometimes it is felt these are not floating into space, instead they are space themselves. Or so women who dances in space, or women who revels in the freedom of emptiness. Sky dancers were and are women of high passion and deep understanding. They were deeply devoted to spiritual awakening from early beginning. The path of sky dancer is the path of spiritual partnership that teaches the complete reciprocity of male and female practitioners in their daily life, how to incorporate this spaciousness that once we realized during meditation into our daily life, the state of joy, the state of bliss that is beyond duality that we experienced, realized, or imagined, how it can be practiced in their daily lives. It reintroduces in our world the understanding that to heal the world, we need to rediscover and respect the fact that women can be and are awakeners and initiators and also enlightened beings or teachers. Margot explains sky dancing Tantra is a unique path that weaves together traditional Tantra, Hindu, Buddhist, and Taoist teachings with her studies in humanistic and transpersonal psychology, bodywork therapies, sexology, yoga, music, and metaphysics. It is this all comprises an essential part of quantum aspect of sex and sexuology, or you can say Tao of sex. Fitzgrove Capra wrote Tao of physics. Time has come that we explain the Tao of sex, or take look into Tantra, look into sex as from the point of view of quantum understanding. All of this work with human energy system through the use of light, music, movement, visualizations, and particularly and primarily the energy map of the chakras. Chakras provide an energy map. It is like a travel map through which you have to journey in order to reach the destination. The Tantric chakra system offers a perfect map for the transformation of energy and consciousness from raw lust to love, a visionary power, and finally to awakening. Sometimes the question comes to our mind, is existential bioenergy that we are told to be born with and sex are same? No, they are not. You are born with existential bioenergy, and sex is one of the manifestations of this existential bioenergy. Sometimes I will explain on this aspect difference between existential bioenergy and sex. One is the basic energy, the other is field of energy. In the same way, can sex can sex that happens for which the body becomes the field of action, can other bodies be the field of action as far as transformation is concerned? Sky dancing tantra teaches us that when we learn to approach life with a relaxed body, an open heart, and a peaceful mind, we can access ecstatic states and learn to weave them into our daily fabric of our lives. Really, this is the way Tantra helps in the process of transformation. Enough for now, but the journey continues